Alright, it's not a particularly big release week this week. Out of the things released, these are the only new things I picked up. Let's see. And those would be Kobato Collection 1. This is a new anime by Clamp. Probably says somewhere back there. Right there. I think I have a vague idea what it's about, but I'd rather not. We have the Blu-ray of Yu Yu Hakusho Season 2. And naturally, I also got the Season 1 Blu-ray. See, looks like they're the same on the inside as they are on the outside. And then we have the Soul Eater Weapons Collection, which contains episode 27 to 51 on 3 discs. And of course, as you've probably guessed, I also got the Blu-ray of the first collection, which has the first 26 episodes. And that's not everything I got, as you probably guessed. Non-anime related, but still awesome in my opinion. I got Beast Wars. I had to order it from Shout Factory's website itself, but it's a real simple release. This one you can feel is heavier because it has 4 discs, whereas this one, no, I guess they both have 4 discs. Huh, I guess they feel the same. That was an interesting illusion, I guess. And of course, if I'm going to get Beast Wars, I'm going to get Beast Machines. Now again, I don't believe these are anime in any definition of the term other than the most abstract one, i.e. that anime, the word means animation as opposed to the English word anime, which means animation from Japan. But, you know, I really liked Beast Wars. Beast Machines was okay. It's a sequel to Beast Wars, so I had to get it. If you're not guessing, though, the reason I got those is because I got a Transformers anime. Well, technically they're dubbed only here in the U.S., I guess, but Transformers Armada was it's definitely been showing up on a anime databases, so it's about time I added Transformers Armada to my collection. That was Season 1 Part 1, this is Season 1 Part 2. So I don't know if maybe one of these is a bootleg. I don't think either of them are. I think they were just released differently, but this one is a fold-out. One interesting thing is that the DVDs, as you can see, the DVDs blend into their backgrounds, and on the left here you have what I'm guessing is Megatron, unless the bad guy's somebody different. I've never seen it before. And of course you've got Optimus over here. It's really interesting. Unfortunately, these are probably dub only, which makes them kind of like Pokemon in that regard. But Armada is only the first season. The second season, Energon, I don't even remember what the Japanese name was, but Energon came in one 7-disc complete collection. Right, this one has disc 7, and all the other ones have 2 discs, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. But of course, I need to be complete, so I can't stop at Transformers Energon. I also have to get the final in the 3-season trilogy, I guess, which is Transformers Cybertron, which is also a 7-disc release. You know, they really go this way. No, wait, maybe they're reversed. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. I haven't even had a chance to rip them. In any case, that's all the new DVDs I bought this week. And as you can see, of course, well, I guess actually it's a lot of anime, because the Transformers Armada, Energon, Cybertron stuff was a bit on the pricey side to get. Oh man, it's been a busy week. So last week I got the two 3 terabyte hard drives, and I was going to replace 2 of the 2 terabyte hard drives in my anime media server, giving me an additional 2 terabytes of data, and then take the two terabyte drives and put them in the not anime media server, upgrading 2 of the 1.5s to 2 terabytes, giving one of the 1.5s back to the family so that the drive with their stuff on it can be put in one of their computers, and then giving them another 1.5 to serve as a backup drive in case to protect from data corruption. And all of that went crazy when, in the process, I put the 3 terabyte drives in, and before I can put the 2 terabyte drives in the other computer, I want to copy the data off of them using my USB SATA dongle. And that's normally a 2-day task to copy all that data. It's something like 13 megabytes per second. For 2 terabytes, it comes out to about 46, 47 hours, I think. But in this case, instead of 46 or 47 hours, 4 or 5 days later, it wasn't even halfway through, so I had to cancel it and basically poke and prod at that hard drive and determine that it was unrecoverable. There's files bad here and there, so I can get a lot of good DVDs off of it if I really want to, but the problem is I won't know which good or bad ones I got off of it per se until I was done, and then I'm basically doing what I would have to do anyways, which is to go through every single DVD to make sure they're all ripped right. And if I'm going to do that, I might as well start over from the beginning and completely rebuild that disc. I think I've done this once before. I don't remember if I ever talked about it on the camera, but I've been having to do that. And since I dug out DVDs anyways, especially since Astro Boy is the hardest to reach DVD and was the first one that the drive said wasn't copying right, well, there we go. I had to dig it out and leave them out, and now my room's a complete mess, and I can't justify putting DVDs away to clean it up until I have ripped the right things onto the anime media server such that I don't have to worry about digging out the hard to reach stuff. And maybe I'm getting pretty close. That pile needed space battleship Yamato and also known as Star Blazer stuff to be ripped onto it, and that's done ripping now. So yeah, it's all crazy because at the same time, once I got those 2 terabyte hard drives, once I determined that was the issue, I put them in the other system to determine the one hard drive was definitely not going to be usable, and the other one would be, and then I had to do the copy of the one to the other, which turned out to be faster than a 48-hour task, but I'm guessing that's because there's less of a bottleneck, so instead of like 13 megabytes a second, it was 20 megabytes per second, so it only took like a day and a half instead of 2 days, which was quite pleasant because then I was able to format that drive and start copying the Blu-rays over to free up space on this computer, and it's been absolutely crazy. So it's a good thing there's not a whole lot of anime DVDs this week that I need to rip and put on the server, except that I bought all those Transformers DVDs. So, never mind, there's a ton of anime DVDs that I need to, it's also busy. Next week's also not looking like a particularly big new release week, but I already knew in advance that would be the case, and I've already placed the order for bunch of DVDs to fill that up basically. So I'm prepared for next week. It's looking good. There's a very interesting series in there that well, I think it's interesting. I've never seen it before. I just know of some of its reputation, and I thought, it'll be easy to pick that up. It was mostly, but I'll talk about that next week. Yeah, I guess that's everything I was going to talk about this week. Sorry about the angles and the craziness and all that. So hopefully next week I'll also be able to show everything inside the box that was requested, except there's a bunch of big requests, so we'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have to see. See y'all next week.